Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita. I'm back with another video. So in this video, you guys, I have to do a lot of letters, but I want to do a story time. So I have to send out a huge stack of letters for my clients, but I want to do a story time on why I stopped celebrating Christmas for over 10 years. And a lot of people, you know, they're into Christmas a lot, but still to this day, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on Christmas, but I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm not going to, why. I just refuse to do that. Now, if this is your first time watching my video, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe. And if you guys have any questions or, you know, tell me your experience on Christmas or what you do and don't do for Christmas too. Because I see a lot of people do and don't do a lot of different things for Christmas. So for one thing, I never taught my kids about like Santa Claus. I never did that. They knew about Santa Claus. It was from somebody else. I was not the one. I'm not going to teach you about Santa Claus. I didn't want my kids to, you know, have some thought that it was just some magic way of them getting gifts or just some fairy tale. I didn't want my kids to believe that. And then the main reason why I got into not even celebrating Christmas was because when my daughter was 1 year old, I stayed in some horrible apartments. And me and my daughter almost died in these apartments because I had carbon monoxide in there. I used to use my oven to heat up my house, to heat up the apartment. It was just me and her at the time. I used to use my oven to heat up the apartment. That's how we got the carbon monoxide poison. I kept wondering, why am I so tired? Like, what's going on with me, right? But the only thing that the only thing that kept us alive and the reason why I didn't die, because you can die from that, was because we had a broken window. Don't forget, it's wintertime. I'm in Wisconsin, right? So it's wintertime, and we had a broken window. And I was just like, that's the reason why I'm alive, because it was just enough air just to keep us alive. So I called the city, right? I called the city. The inspector came out. And during this time, I'm thinking, this is my daughter first Christmas. I'm gonna give her everything. I spent so much money on that, you guys. But just remember, I stay in the hood, right? So I spent so much money on that. And I was just like, you know, so happy I bought all these gifts. And he looking at me. Granted, he a white man. He an inspector. And he was like, who's all these gifts for? Where do you get all this from? She had to have like over 30 or 40 gifts. Like, she had to have a lot of gifts, seriously. Who's all these gifts for? Where all this stuff come from? I'm like, it's for my daughter. Like, what do you mean? He was like, you need to get your priorities straight. I was like, getting my priorities straight. Like, what? What do you mean? He said, you complain that you're in this apartment, but you're not doing anything to get out of it. All that money you spent under that tree, all that money you spent buying all these gifts up under the tree, you could have used that to get out of this apartment. But no, you calling me complaining, trying to make them fix something that you shouldn't even really be concerned about if you just leave. And I was just like, what? And that did make a lot of sense, because I spent so much money on that Christmas. And it's a 1-year-old girl. I used to, you know, like, think to myself, like, oh, this is what I need to do, you know. But then I thought back on it too when I got a little older, a little bit more mature. That same girl, my daughter at that time, she's 12 now. And I didn't do a Christmas for them until last year. And that's only because I wanted them to, we was just going through a lot of transitioning. We were still in Wisconsin. I wanted them to be happy. I wanted them to just keep their mind off of what was really going on. It was a lot of stress within the household. So I did Christmas then. But I felt like I spent too much money last year doing Christmas. And now I'm like, okay, our budget for Christmas, we can't go over $1,000. And I'm happy that I stay within the budget. And I even got a tree included with that. So for those people that's out there like, hey, I want to buy a house, put that money towards you buying a house. You doing something better for yourself. You're gonna spend all that money and getting stuff for your kids or whoever you getting stuff for, and then you're gonna still be in the same predicament where you were before. You're not gonna advance, which is bad. You want to make sure you advance. You want to make sure that you're getting more, you achieving more. But yeah, I keep my priorities straight, basically. I keep my priorities straight. My focus right now is for me to pay off my car. And I want to have it paid off by my son's birthday, which is in April, the end of April. So I plan on putting like $1,500 down on my car, like again this month. I put some money down on the car last month. I plan on doing that again this month. Hopefully twice too. Like that's my goal. Well, I can't even say this month because it's technically November 30th. But that's what I plan on doing next month. But I'm going to make sure I start vlogging with you guys. I want you to see how I set up Christmas to even keep it under $1,000. And now I'm saving for next year with my savings challenge too, you guys. And with the savings challenge, you saving $1,000 and that's it. Like, y'all, that's it. And my kids, one thing I realized too is that I give them things throughout the year. I reward them when they're doing good. I give them what they, I kind of give them what they want in a way, but they have to earn those different things. I just don't think Christmas, we should just pile it up on them, getting them all these different things. And even when my daughter got all that stuff at one, she didn't appreciate that stuff. I spent all that money. I just want to be excited. And she didn't even, some of that stuff she didn't even want, or she just had so much that she didn't care about it. And it's the same thing too. When I give my kids things now, if I give them too much, they not going to care about the old thing, or they not going to appreciate if you give them too many things at one time. One thing I do is I have a budget for their birthday. So like my son's birthday coming up, right? And it's a $500 budget. That's a higher budget, but that's going to be your party. And that's going to include your party. That's going to include whatever gift you want to get. Whatever gift you want to get. And anything left over can go into his savings. Anything left over is going to go into his savings account. So that's kind of how I have that set up. But for like Christmas, I'm not finna do that. No, we not finna do that. And a lot of times too with the kids, like he want to go to Universal Studios, and I already took him to Universal Studios before. No, I already took him there before, so I was like, I guess we can go. I'm looking at the ticket prices. Being a Florida resident, you can get it for cheaper. It'll be $109 to get tickets, but we looking at 6 tickets. That's already over the budget. And now he's saying he want this, he want that, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. We have goals. I'm trying to get this car. I'm getting this car paid off right now. I'm not gonna do that. So if you guys are out there stressing about Christmas, don't stress. And if you guys are trying to buy a house and you're not really getting everything together in terms of saving for that down payment, getting your credit together, paying off debt that you need to pay off, you need to really probably get your priorities straight. Seriously. It's a reality check. Get your priorities straight. Because when you finally get that house, you finally get that car you wanted, or whatever you need to do, you need to pay off debt to get your credit score higher. Some of y'all need a secure credit card, and y'all say y'all don't have the money, but now y'all finna have the money to get gifts. I be telling clients, hey, you need to get a secure credit card. I don't want to get the secure credit card. And it's like, okay, you don't want to get a secure credit card. That's why your credit is going to stay how it is. So if you guys, look at those different things you're going to spend on Christmas, try to cut it down some, like seriously. And don't forget, I told you guys, this tree was included within our $1,000. This tree was expensive to me. It was. I don't know how much I pay on a tree. I don't know how much I paid for a tree, but this tree was $250. And I told them this tree better last until y'all 18. Seriously. But it's nice because it changes colors. The lights are already put up. It's already put on it. It's 9 feet because you can see it's touching the ceiling. We barely even got the star at the top. And I already started putting some gifts at the bottom, but to be honest with you guys, a lot of that stuff too, like the money that I'm going to spend on them, I got them a few toys, just a few, I think like 3 of them a piece. And I got them some clothes. I got them some winter clothes and things like that. But the kids, my kids be happy to get like clothes. Like my 12-year-old, that's basically what she says she wants. She says she wants to get some clothes. And it's like, what more could she want? Like, you got an iPhone. I'm still trying to get me a new iPhone. My daughter has an iPhone. So what more could you want? But One thing I can say for my clients, if I find out that you maxed out your credit cards, because it's the time of the year, and I'm pregnant too, y'all see I'm still a little chunky. If I find y'all maxed out y'all credit cards for Christmas, I'm be so mad. I'll be so mad. I used to be jealous at first, like, dang, all these people can get this, can get that. Then I start looking at their credit report. You maxed out your credit cards to get that, and now you're trying to play catch up all year. Now you can't get your house. Now, you know, now you still paying that high interest rate on your car. Now you can't put money towards those debts on your credit reports that was willing to do a settlement with you, so that you can go ahead and just get your house. And right now, people are doing no money down on houses. So this would be the best time. Y'all have extra money, go ahead and put that extra money towards any debt that you may have to pay off, or put that extra money towards something that's going to push you forward. Like whatever's going to push you forward, even a down payment. So I have my saving challenges right now. So start saving, start, you know, getting everything together so that you can go ahead and get into a house. A lot of people, they're going to complain that they can't get this, they can't get that. But then if you look and see what they're doing, their actions is not matching up with them to even try to get those different things that they want. Clients saying they want a house, and I finally get their credit together, but you don't even have the money down for it. And even if you don't have the have to put a down payment down, they at least want to see that you got the money. You know, they don't want to get you a loan and you don't even have the money saved up. That ain't how it works. So y'all just, like I said, that man told me to get my priorities straight, and I got it straight. And I don't care how much money I make. You know, maybe after I get my student loans paid off, get my car paid off, maybe I will spend a little bit more on certain things. But at that point, it's going to be like, hey, we need to invest more. We should put more money towards this, put money towards that. But I still want to make sure I keep everything low. I don't want to buy a lot of unnecessary things. I'm not going to either. I want to make sure I keep all of my expenses low. Because they said too, when you inflate your lifestyle just because your money inflate, that money that you just got is gone now. You thinking, oh, I can get Starbucks every day. I just got a raise at work. All that money going to a Starbucks. Starbucks just got a raise. You did not get a raise, sis. You did not get a raise. Starbucks got a raise. But let me finish telling y'all about what happened too at that time with the house. So I ended up just moving out of the house anyway, though. I ended up moving out the house, moving into a condo in a better area, but I paid more for it, but it was a better environment for my daughter. So that was a good thing that I did. And then after I moved out of that condo, I moved to another house and started a daycare. I started realizing I need to put my money towards something that's going to bring me something back, or I need to put my money towards something that's going to build me up and not tear me down. Like, seriously. So, yeah, you guys, if you guys don't have your priorities straight, start getting them straight now, and don't feel bad. I don't know what y'all got going on, but don't feel bad if you can't get certain things, or you know, just focus on one thing at a time. If you had goals by the end of this year, you want to get in the house and you haven't gotten into your house yet because you don't have the money down on it, or maybe your credit is not where it needs to be because you need to get credit cards, but you technically can't get a credit card because of your debt. You need to start marking off those different things, and even using a planner. I have my planner. Is it on the desk? Yeah, here go my planner right here. I use my planner to put everything that I wanted to do put down. Like my goals, my 90 days. I use this planner. This is the planner that I actually created to you guys. I use my planner. I put everything down that I want to do for the month. I have at least 12 things I want to do. I'm going to try to do 4 things per month, knock them off. And that's what I do. I plan it on out, and I just start checking it off as it get done. But start planning, like, okay, you want to get a house, start saving for your house. What your credit need to be like. You know, is there any debts you need to start paying off? Start saving for them to pay off the debts, you know. Start checking all those different things off on your box, but don't spend all your money on Christmas and then wonder why next year you playing catch up. Especially those women that was getting that credit for the earned income credit. Those women that was getting the earned income credit. Especially y'all, because y'all ain't gonna get as much taxes back as y'all thought. I know a lot of people, like my tenants, when I used to go and pick up rent, they'll be late on their rent because it's holiday time, and then they'll wait to try to pay back. Like, oh, let me get my taxes next month. I'm not gonna worry about it. You know, don't depend on that, y'all. Let's get out of these certain cycles that we're in. Let's start moving forward. If you're in these different cycles, and if you already started saving money, that's good. But I see a lot of people that save money and they don't do anything with it. They just save it. They just happy to have it. And it's like, well, you're not doing anything with your money though. Like, what are you doing positive? Like, what are you doing going forward? Make sure you start paying off certain debts and stuff where they're charging you interest. Like, I was just telling my mom about my student loans. Like, I need to get those paid off because I spent too much. I think I like $50,000 in student loan debt. And that's why I'm like, I need to pay it off because I did not get $50,000 in loans. So I'm like, that interest rate was something serious. But you got to think about it too. This is from over 10 years ago. You think, oh, let me just defer it, let me defer it, let me defer it. And they racking up interest, and now you got to pay it off plus interest. So I need to get that paid off. I'm gonna make sure I keep my priorities straight. Tell me what priorities y'all need to work on. Let's start keeping each other accountable. But like I said too, y'all, listen to me when I say I need to have the car paid off by April 28th. So y'all like, Rickita, is the car paid off? What's going on with the car? Is the car paid off? Y'all make sure y'all stay on me about that. But put some of the things down below that y'all know that y'all need to work on. And then come back and tell us whether you got it done. And also tell us how much you usually spend on Christmas. What you plan on doing for Christmas this year in terms of cutting back. And you can see the prices went up on everything. So I definitely want to know what y'all plan on doing with these prices going up. Like, prices went up on everything. So definitely tell me what y'all doing. I still have a lot of letters to do, you guys, but I just want to tell y'all about that experience. If you guys have any questions, or maybe y'all want me to send out some letters for y'all, don't forget y'all can always join my exclusive membership. Let's start getting those negative accounts removed from y'all credit reports, so y'all can start getting these credit cards. Y'all can get y'all credit up, and y'all can get that house, the car, loans, or whatever y'all want to get. Even if y'all trying to build y'all business credit, get y'all personal credit together too. But definitely let me know, and make sure you guys follow up on my saving challenges, because I think that's big too. A lot of times we don't save. If we got extra money, that's spending money. Like, all that money got to get spent. I got extra $100, I got extra $200 that money have to be spent. Follow up on the saving challenges so you guys can know how to save your money, where you should be putting it, and also too how to pay off some of those debts. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.